Alright guys, welcome to this practical lesson. My name is Ngane. I'm a software engineer, and today we're going to be looking at the practical session of this series, which is building secure, scalable, fault-tolerant and low latency applications using Java and Spring Boot. This particular session we are going to try and build a basic Spring REST API as earlier stated in the last video. So we are going to use the Spring initializer so you're going to just go and type Spring on your browser, initializer, something like that, and you're going to select the first option, and then it will bring you to this page. So while you're doing that, so this session, it's going to be practical, and we're going to be creating a REST API with Spring Boot. We are going to see how to structure the basic structure, and we're also going to be using ChatGPT as an aid. Yes. So again, this is not like when I said in the starting of the series, this is not a course to teach you how to program. Okay, I'm going to be explaining a lot in this video. I'm going to be explaining the code. Actually, I wanted to actually do the code then come and explain it, but I thought it would be better for me to actually put in some bit of effort and prompt the GPT and then arrange the code, and just to show you how maybe today how a software engineer can use AI alongside programming, because I mean it's a reality of our world today, where we have artificial intelligence, and it does not come to replace the problem solving part, however come to it can help in boosting your efficiency. And so I thought, hey, why not just use it right here? Okay, as you can see, I have GPT open. I was doing some searches before, but you see what I will do. So right now we'll dive right in. So if you're finding this course interesting, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell when I upload new videos. You see, if you want to connect with me in the description below, and let me not take all your time. So let's start. So when you get to this is called Spring Initializer. If you have IntelliJ like I do, you can directly access it via IntelliJ. But since not everybody has IntelliJ, everybody's going to be using their preferred browser. So you go to Spring Initializer, and you're going to choose the Maven. Right, we're going to use Maven. You can choose Gradle for Groovy or Kotlin, depending on the language you're using. Kotlin is also different from Java, but we're going to be sticking with Java, and we're going to be sticking with Maven. And this is going to provide you a POM file, POM, and that file is going to be a file for your dependencies, right? And we're going to choose the latest stable version. So we're going to have Spring Boot 4, which is snapshot, Spring Boot 4.1 M1, 4.03 snapshot, 4.02. Which one should we choose? So we should just stick with 4.02 because I think it's the latest stable version. For the metadata, we can just put let's just say social app. Right, so social app is social app. Right, it's nothing. Right, artifact will be let's just say, you can put your name, you can put whatever. I can just put manual. Right. Description, demo project for Spring Boot, project for, so I kind of name the project in the Git repository will be secure for tolerant low latency APIs. So something like that. There's supposed to be an underscore there, but anyway, I think I'll just keep this one as artifact secure latency, secure for tolerant latency APIs. So SFL. You see in the repository I have something like this: secure fault tolerant load latency. That's what it stands for. Let's just put it there. So it's something like that. And we're going to go with the var. Yes. We're going to go to var, and we're going to have the properties rather than the YAML. You can choose either one. They are all great. So we're going to stick with. You can go Java. So we're going to go with Java 21. You can choose your Java version according to your machine, whatever you have. If you have the latest version, you can go to 25. And then for the dependency part, we're going to use two dependencies to start. We're going to use the Spring Web, and we're going to use the JPA, right? This is for SQL, but we're not going to use it at the beginning of this video. I just wanted to include it here right at the start so that you should just have it there. I also, while doing the course, we're going to be including dependencies, and you're going to see how that works for those of you who are interested in that. So this can be like a practical course for hands-on experience on Spring Boot and Java. So, but the Spring Web is going to allow us to build RESTful API application using the MVC approach. We also talked about the MVC. I also tried to clarify, and this is why one of the reasons why I talked about the MVC, because although we are building RESTful APIs, APIs are not MVCs, right? So they have more of a layered approach. Watch the previous videos. I think lesson 2 explanation about this is going to be there. So we are going to generate. Going to click the generate. It's going to get you this zip, right? And what you do is you go to your document, right, and you're going to take it to it downloads, right? And what you do is you're going to, I'm just going to cut it here, and I'm going to go to a preferred folder, okay? But I don't think you have to do all of this, right? Because you're going to have the folder. What you do, you probably just go and clone. You go and you go to the repository and clone that. But I have this here. No, that's not the one I'm trying to go to. So yes, so it's YouTube. Yeah. So that's, as you see, that's the name I was talking about. But this is what I want to. I'll just create something like. Should I know? I know what. I'll just leave that here and delete that, and I will just paste that here. Now extract this using zip, extract file, extract here, and that's all. Extract there, and I'll get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. So if you open that, you have your entire project right there. You have the POM file and stuff. So you can open this now with your preferred IDE, which is in my case IntelliJ, right? So I'm going to trust project, and I'm going to open it. So verify publisher JetBrains.r device elevator. Yes, so I'm going to skip all of that for now. I'll do that later. So right now it's resolving the dependencies of